We're here at Bonacera with the La Possessi pasta. I'm about to eat my, what's it, puttanesca?
Puttanesca, and I've got marinara. No need to wait any longer. Well, nearing the end of another week of the very best of SA Sport, the SA Sport Show with Rob Popplestone and the lovely Libby Hopwood. Been a great show, haven't we? We've covered harness racing, we've covered 8-ball.
And bowls. We've had some really interesting characters.
Cooking, fishing.
And
next week we've got Phil Smythe
delicious.
back and ready to go too. And there's loads more to be
I wonder if he's going to come back with a tan.
Well, he's off to... Do you know the story with him going to Honolulu? He was supposed to be going to Bali. He got a real cheap flight because he doesn't like to spend his money, Phil. We'll just keep that between ourselves. He got a really cheap flight to Bali, right? And because of the volcano, they offered him a trip to Honolulu. Like he's just born lucky.
Gifted.
He is. And we need some luck too coming up because we've got the third test coming up. We discussed that at the top of the show here in Adelaide.
Also the 3-day event.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. The 3-day event.
It's going to be competing with the test, so...
It is. And you know, I saw as I was driving down here, the Victoria Park Racecourse for the 3-day event, the international and polo.
Yep.
All of a sudden, that's starting to take shape into a must-see event.
It really is. Well, it's always been a must-see event for me from the horses' perspective, but it's a 4-star, it's an international 4-star course, and I think it may be one of the only ones in Australia. So it's a great day and a great festival, well, a great carnival to get down to.
And, you know, a lot of the city people now use that polo as their Christmas function, an opportunity to dress up, and they don't know much about polo, but that's okay. They dress up, there's nice wine, there's nice food, there's a bit of action happening in front of you. It's all there.
All the la-di-da associated with polo. Everybody just
Have you
loves
been to
it.
I've never been.
I've actually never been. I think I've been on the other side of the track where I've had my boots on, but this year I'm going to put some wedges on and a nice undress and get my la-di-da on.
Well, I'd love to see you in your la-di-da. I really would. I really would. Look, it should be good fun. And of course, let's hope that by the time the 36ers and Adelaide United start to generate some winning for us, because Adelaide United in particular have been a bit of a disappointment this season.
There was a meeting, I think, between everybody involved in the management and the coach yesterday, I think, and it'll be filtered through to the players today. So I think they've basically been told you really need to lift your game, or they're not sure where to go from here.
Yeah, and look, there's always speculation about a side when they're not performing well, and there's there's a lot of unhappiness behind the scenes at administration. But the only way to stop that is to win games, and at the moment they're not winning games. So of course, the intensity of what's going wrong heightens a bit, and the players and everyone feels the pressure. So let's hope Adelaide United can start to find the back of the net and get some points. You
win the game, the pressure comes off, the players feel confident again, and it should just flourish from there. But they've got a long way to get there.
They have. And finally, on a racing perspective, this is when the Country Cups start too, over the next weeks and months. So at the end of the Spring Carnival, you see the bleeding of the good horses into the country areas, and good country trainers setting their horses up for their hometown cup or hometown event.
I love country cups, and I was fortunate enough to win my hometown cup with Michael O'Leary down in Mount Gambier. So I do love country cups. The atmosphere that you get there, it's unlike what you would get at the Melbourne Cup, but it's just so much. It's just such a sense of community, and everybody unless you're losing races and then people yelling at you over the side rails. But it's good fun.
It is good fun. Good on you, Lib. Next week, hopefully, the big man, the General Smythe, will be back on board.
Back on board and tanning and looking radiant.
He will be indeed. Libby Hopwood there on the SA Sport Show. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Don't forget, join us again next week with the very best of South Australian sport.